Good morning, class 8th. So today we are going to start with the question answer part of the lesson number section 2 of unit 5. That is section 2. What is civilization? So I have already explained this lesson, and today we are going to start with the comprehension part. Let me start. So now we'll come to the comprehension. So why do many people in Europe think about themselves and the people of Asia? So what do many people in Europe think about themselves and the people of Asia? क्या सोचते हैं वहाँ के लोग? यूरोप के जो लोग हैं, what they think? So where we will find the answer of this? Here it is. Many people in Europe think that they are very civilized and the people of Asia are quite barbarous. So we will write here. Many people in Europe think that they are very civilized and the people of Asia are quite barbarous. So means the people, those who are residing in Europe, they think that they are very civilized, they are very well educated, well mannered, but the people who are residing in Asia or the inhabitants of Asia continent, they are very barbarous. Europeans have this view. Now we come to the second question. The second question is, where do you find special seats for war wounded people? Where do we find special seats? Yes, it is there. It is here in the Paris Underground Railway. In the Paris Underground Railway. The metro there are special seats for the, what was there written in the question? For the war wounded people. Answer number 3. What do you understand about the countries that fight against each other? Now we come to question number 3. What do you understand about the countries that fight against each other? क्या सोचते हैं आप उन countries के बारे में जो कि आपस में लड़ती रहती हैं? तो as we have read the lesson, so it is not easy to understand. We can't just say anything that when we find two people fighting in the streets, so policemen come and separates them. But if two countries are fighting with each other, so what would we say about them? This is a matter of thinking. So what do you understand about the countries that fight against each other? When countries fight with each other, when countries fight with each other, what means, what can we say about them? They are just like they behave much sillier and more foolish than the people who are fighting. Then the two men fighting on the street. So when countries fight with each other, they behave much sillier and more foolish than the two men fighting in the streets. So it is like so when we uh, call people fighting in the streets as savages, then countries fighting with each other are more barbarous as they are killing thousands and millions. Answer number 4. Question number 4 is, barbarism still exists in the society. Do you agree with this statement? Yes, I truly agree with this statement. Yes, I truly agree with the statement. But how we will justify it? We have to give some example, or we have to justify it with some proper lines. Because barbarism is behaving like savages or beasts. Beasts. People living um, in fine buildings and having a very lavish lifestyle pretends, not pretends, thinks themselves to be very civilized. But man is known by the by the man is known by its by his or her speech, or how, or his or her behavior, right? मैन जो हमारा कैरेक्टर है बच्चे, वो हमारे क्लोथिंग से या हमारे लाइफस्टाइल से नहीं झलकता है. We can just show that we are very civilized if we are living in a very fine buildings and in a very posh area and we are having a very lavish lifestyle. That doesn't mean that we are civilized. But if we are behaving with our society, with our people in a very savagely manner, then we cannot be called as civilized. So, behavior. Man is known by his speech or his or her behavior. People change their behavior according to the situation or their vested interests. They will not mind behaving in a savagely manner if they have their personal interest in that. And so I think they can just behave savagely on the drop of the hat. Means it depends. Their behavior changes according to the situation or their vested interests. So I have many educated, no, educated and well clothed, well mannered people also people behave in a very savagely manner, behave savagely at trivial things. Educated and well mannered people behave savagely at trivial things. They forget everything about manners or etiquettes. Yes, I truly agree with this statement because barbarism is behaving like savages or beasts. People living in fine buildings and having a very lavish lifestyle thinks themselves to be very civilized. But the man is known by his or her speech or his behavior. People change their behavior according to the situation or their vested interests. Educated and well mannered people behave savagely at trivial things. Trivial things means छोटी छोटी बात पे कई बार आपने देखा होगा कि देखने में तो वो इंसान बहुत अच्छा वेल ब्रेड लग रहा है बट when it comes to something of their interest, so they can behave very savagely at the trivial things means छोटी सी बात पे भी वो भड़क सकते हैं. So at that time they forget everything about manners and etiquettes. And now fifth question, the word that in the line civilization is reverse of that refers to. Answer number 5 is barbarism.